Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed the first round of the NYW Road to Glory tournament. 16 men advanced, and after this Supercard, we soon have the second round to see which 8 men will battle at NYW Glory in the quarterfinals. But before that, I like to tell you about all the non-tournament matches taking place. I have made these matches official for the event. First, whoever leaves tonight with the Tag Team Championships, they will be defending them against the No Flight Republic at NYW Glory. I did not allow Ryan Evans to compete in the tournament, but he still demands his rematch for the North American Championship, but so does Tyson Gore. So at NYW Glory, Grimm will defend against both men, and it will be inside a steel cage. Finally, up next will be a number 1 contenders match for the NYW World Championship, as James Neddhem will face a returning superstar. The winner will face Troy Saint for the NYW World Championship at NYW Glory.
Welcome everyone, my name is Joseph Cabrera and this is the 24th edition of NYW Supercard. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I am Joseph Cabrera, of course, as I mentioned, and what announcements that Robert Wall just made. Of course, we had the first round of I hope you all enjoyed it as a successful first round of the NYW Road to Glory tournament. 16 superstars advanced. We're going to see a lot of those men that are going into the second round compete tonight. But a lot of huge announcements. First of all, the tag team titles being on the line tonight, of course. The East Side defending the tag team championships against the Reeves. The winner of that match will defend the titles at NYW Glory against the No Flight Republic of Bulldog Peters and Tommy K. So that's a huge matchup that's going to happen at Glory. We're also going to have a triple threat steel cage match for the North American Championship. It's going to be, of course, the champion Grimm is going to defend the championship against former champions Tyson Gore and Ryan Evans, who's the holder of the Supremacy briefcase. And another announcement we just made, as this man James Neddhem makes his way to the ring, he's going to be competing right now in a number 1 contenders match. We don't know whose opponent is, but the winner is going to challenge Troy Saint for the World Championship and NYW Glory. Of course, I mentioned throughout the first round that this man, he could not compete due to an injury he suffered at Vindication after unsuccessfully challenging for the YouTube Championship. He had to go back to the UK. He could not compete so in the tournament. So now here he is competing in a number 1 contenders match, and his opponent, we didn't know who it was, but oh man, Zaire Steele is back here in NYW. This man, we didn't know who's gonna be James Neddhem's opponent, but it's the man who was the co-winner of last year's Call All-Stars Rumble. These two men co-won the Call All-Stars Rumble. And Zaire Steele had been in NYW previously in the old era. He was the first ever NYW North American Champion. Held that title with pride, had some successful defenses. He lost the championship at the time to Hellenis. He then lost a rematch to him, and we had not seen him since then. We had not seen him in NYW. He decided to step away and focus on other leagues that he competed in. Of course, former NYW World Champion as well. Held many titles. Held the Internet Championship in AWF. He's held many championships. And now he's back here in NYW, and he's looking to become the number 1 contender to the World Championship. Of course, this man, like I said, had an unprecedented amount of success in so many leagues that he's been in. And when he came to NYW, it was a huge deal. Making his debut, winning the first ever North American Championship match. It was an 8-man ladder match, and he won that to capture the championship and become the first North American Champion. But now he's looking to step up for that world title. And this should be a great match. Two men who are no strangers to each other, Zaire Steele and James Neddhem. First time I've ever encountered here in NYW, but they have competed many times in, of course, other leagues. Of course, they're a part of many leagues together, good friends. But this is about a championship opportunity, and they're going to compete right now. What a match to kick off this edition of Supercard, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, we just came off NYW Supreme, of course, which was about a month ago. And we also had the first round of the 32-man tournament, the NYW Road to Glory tournament. 16 men advanced. Oh, what a kick there. And those 16 men will compete in second round matches that would take place in a week or two after this Supercard, with the winners then going on to the quarterfinals that are going to take place at NYW Glory. And of course later on tonight I'll once again mention and break down the second round matches. Oh, what a kick right there by Neddhem. It's been a while since we've seen Neddhem in NYW, as I mentioned. The last time we saw him compete was at Vindication, which was maybe over 2 months ago at this point. Combination there. Like I said, Troy Saint successfully retained his World Championship against the mystery challenger that ended up being the GMR at NYW Supreme to retain the championship. Of course, the GMR did compete in the first round of the World Glory tournament, lost to Connor Green. Oh, he went off the top and got caught with a power slam. So he still hasn't missed a beat here, competing in NYW for the first time in a long time. And now a pile driver. Big time pile driver. He's got the cover, first cover of this match. And there's a 2 count. I mentioned we have many matches here tonight as well. We have 2 qualifying matches in the women's division. The winners of those 2 matches will go on to our number 1 contenders match that is going to happen at NYW Glory. Of course, Anna Nightmare and Novocaine, they're going to compete in once again. This would be their 3rd match, but their 2nd match here in NYW. Of course, many weeks ago they competed before Vindication. Oh, look at this by Neddhem off the ropes with a cutter. As I try to get my thought in, these 2 men are going back and forth, and there's a hip toss neckbreaker to stack the offense here. Now Needham's in control. He's off the top. He's got a frog splash and he hits it. Big time frog splash there by Neddhem. And now he's going to the other corner. Steele is down here and he gets hit with an elbow. Into the cover here. Got the cover. Hooks the leg. Is that enough? Only 2. Like I mentioned, Novocaine and Anna, their 2nd match here in NYW. It was Novocaine who got the win right before Vindication a couple months ago. But now they're going to compete again tonight, and the winner will go on to compete in that number 1 contenders match at Glory. The other qualifying match is going to be Rosetta taking on Natsu Shirakawa, who made her debut in the kickoff show of Supreme. So that should be a good match. Both of those matches are going to happen tonight. As I mentioned, the tag team titles as well on the line tonight. The Reeves, who won a number 1 contenders match before Supreme, they're going to get their shot against the East Side tonight. And oh, what a full Nelson, bomb there. Spins through, got the cover, hooks that leg. Is that enough to become a number 1 contender? No. James Neddhem was able to kick out. We said these 2 men no strangers to each other. They both did compete in NYW before, but they didn't really have many interactions with each other. There's a Liger bomb there with the cover, but no, another 2 count. Said both these men hungry for gold and possibility to become a number contender for the world title. What a cutter there by Neddhem out of nowhere. Just planted Steele, and that could get the knockout win. No, only 2. Mentioned also tonight we're going to have a pure championship match. Justin Hernandez is going to challenge against the Miracle Al Cabrera, because both men are in the 2nd round. Oh my goodness, what a kick in the 2nd round of the World to Glory tournament, as I mentioned. And Justin defeated his friend Dante Duffy and tag team partner in the first round, a shot in the 1st round to earn that opportunity to challenge tonight for the pure championship. We're also going to have Eddie Nicholson go 1-on-1 with Chad Crowley. What a boot. Chad Crowley requested a match with somebody from the 2nd round to prove himself, considering he was not in the tournament, and Eddie Nicholson accepted, so that match is going to happen tonight, as well as a big 6-man tag main event. The North American Champion Grimm, what an elbow there. Springboard elbow there, and he slides through and hits a splash. Oh my goodness, I can't even get my words out because Neddhem is going all stack offense here. Triple combo. Oh my goodness, what was that? Springboard back senton, 3 strike combo, wombo combo there of moves, and now he hits a springboard splash to the back. 4 straight athletic maneuvers, and that could get the 3 count. Can Neddhem become the number 1 contender? He's got the cover. Only 2. Main event, a 6-man tag team match. The North American Champion Grimm is going to team with the International Champion Cesar Luis and Silas Moore to take on TJ Nicholson, Tyson Gore and Gabe Woods. That should be a huge matchup, and there's an elbow, the Reaper's elbow. Reaper elbow there. Is that enough to get the 3 count? No. Usually does a spin out on it, but he just struck him with that elbow. Continue the offense here, Sinton, and hits that. Uranagi. Needham is on stream streak, and this could be a way to capitalize. He was able to kick out of that Reaper elbow, but not enough here. And now counters that. Oh, he's got him hooked up here. Cradle pile driver gets it. Won many matches with this move. Championships as well. Cover 2. Is this enough? No. Zaya Steele barely able to get the shoulder up, but this has been a great match to kick off this edition of Supercard. First time ever match in here in NYW. I know he went for a springboard moonsault, but not enough. And look at this. Big uppercut. He's continued the offense here. Needham is off on his feet here. And then hits that clothesline. James Neddhem out on his feet, but no, he's going to look for another Reaper's elbow, and he gets it. Discus this time. Knockout shot. Is this going to get the victory? He's got the cover. 2, hooks the leg, and it's over. Zaya Steele returns to NYW, and he becomes the #1 contender to the NYW World Championship. So what a match that will be. It will be Zaya Steele challenging Choi Saint for the World Championship at NYW Glory. And the winner of that match is going to go on to Manhattan to defend the world title against the winner of the Road to Glory tournament. So many implications there on a combination of who could win. There's still a lot of it alive in this tournament, as the second round is going to come soon. But Zaya Steele picks up the win, and he celebrates. Oh wait, that's Choi Saint. Oh, he's got a candlestick. He's trying to jump his #1 contender, but Zaya Steele saw it coming, and oh no, now he's got the stick, but Choi Saint thought twice about it. Now he's going to run away. He tried to jump Zaya Steele, but Zaya Steele took advantage, and now this match is going to happen. World Championship on the line. Choi Saint won't be able to jump Steele and NYW Glory. He's back, and he's looking for gold here in NYW as the World Champion retreats. Here I think Steele is chopping at the bit to get that championship match, and he's going to get it at Glory thanks to this victory, and Choi Saint failed. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to get out before commercial. Choi Saint failed to try to get a jump on his challenger. We now confirmed the World Championship match that's going to happen at NYW Glory. But now we shift focus to the Women's Championship. But like I mentioned, as I mentioned, the 2 #1 contenders matches that are going to happen. 2 qualifying matches for that #1 contenders match. The winners will go on to the NYW Glory to compete, and the winner of that #1 contenders match will then challenge Yumi Mai, the women's champion, for the championship at Manhattan Mayhem. So that would be how we determine who gets the shot at Yumi Mai for the Women's World Championship. Shukawa made her impressive debut. She defeated Trisha West in the kickoff show at NYW Supreme. Now she's going to get an opportunity to potentially qualify to become #1 contender if she can defeat a veteran in Rosetta. She's held many championships in the world of virtual wrestling. She's a former two-time Empire World Women's Champion. She held that belt twice. She was the final Empire Women's Champion as well. Having able to get that same success here in NYW, she could get that if she could defeat Shirakawa here tonight. Shirakawa, of course, like I said, mostly a tag team competitor in her home promotion, but she's looking for some single success here. Got her first victory in the kickoff show, and now she's going to look to get another one here. She could defeat this woman, Rosetta, as I mentioned, former two-time Empire Women's World Champion. Pretty impressive in that promotion. She's failed to get that same success in NYW since the women's division started. Back at Return, she failed to qualify for the first women's championship match that took place at Vindication. She did get a victory over Jessica James on the 4th edition of NYW Live that took place before Supreme, defeating Jessica James. So that match, that victory, gained her some momentum to be chosen for this match, qualifying match tonight. And of course, like I said, this is the first of 2 qualifying matches, the other one will be happening a little later, and a Nightmare vs. Novocaine, a rematch from a few weeks ago, and a rematch from the first ever Empire Strikes Back event, where Anna Nightmare defeated Novocaine to become the Empire World Champion. Because this is going to be the 3rd time now that they've wrestled. And they both won one. But this time it would be for a chance to become the number 1 contender. Of course, that would be later. We got to focus on this match now. A different dynamic between these two. And a combination of strikes. Now, Shirakawa fighting back here with some shots. There's a jawbreaker there. Big combination. Combos back and forth here. Look at this back and forth to kick off this matchup. These two women, like I said, hungry for an opportunity. You get it. You lose this match. Who knows when the next chance comes for an opportunity to become the number 1 contender? Who knows? You got to win this match to get a shot. Yumi Mai came off a successful title defense at Supreme, defeating Kelly Lawson in a great matchup. She's had a few weeks off, went back to her home country, as the first round of the NYW tournament, Road to Glory tournament, kicked off, considering, of course, it's a men's tournament. We haven't had a lot of showcase for the women's division since Supreme, hence why we have these 2 matches here tonight. And look at that, oh my goodness, she dove through the ropes and hit a DDT there by Shirakawa. Impressive so far in her 2nd match here in NYW. Well, she went for something and got kicked in the face by Rosetta. Like I said, she has a few weeks off. She's not scheduled to have a defense at Glory. Of course, I'm sure she will be watching, considering her next challenger will be determined at NYW Glory. And now, counts up to 5 here. Get back in the ring as Rosetta showing some aggression here that made her a champion in past promotions. As she's got a cross body locked in, she's got the cover. Shirakawa only kicks out. Only a 2 count there. She had an impressive move to the outside, but got caught and then was worn down on the outside. But now Shirakawa's back in control. Combinations, ducked that, but didn't duck that kick. And now she continued the offense with a leg drop. Impressive leg drop there. And but Rosetta comes right back and hits a huge clothesline. Massive clothesline by Rosetta. And now she went for something, but an elbow right to the face, a hard elbow. And now, what's going to happen here? She's got her hooked up here and hits a kick right to the face. My goodness. Hard hitting offense here by Shirakawa. She hits a leg lariat to combine the offense. Like I said, she's more of a striker. She's got some submission background. She won her first matchup with that Tiger Suplex German combination. Rosetta's won many matches with the Rose Petal. That Destino, she went for a double stomp. Didn't get it. But there's a German suplex by Rosetta. And now Rosetta, up to the top up again here. But Shirakawa got up back to her feet. But she got caught right in the face with a punch. punch right to the face by Rosetta off the top, and now she's going back up top. It hits a splash. Big time splash to qualify for the Number Contenders match, only a 2. I mentioned some great matches here tonight. We're gonna... Oh wait, look at that. Oh, she kicked her in the gut. She was looking for something. That was ducked. Went for a kick. That was ducked. She got out of it. Rosetta got out of it, but then Shirakawa was able to stop that with that kick. And now she's got her in the corner here. And now off the second rope, it hits a kick right to the face. That could be the knockout shot. Shirakawa's got the cover. Hooks the leg. Is this enough? Only 2. I said big match for both these women. With Shirakawa, only her second match in NYW, as I mentioned. And this would be impressive if she could defeat a former multi-time women's champion in many promotions. And if she is successful, then she will go on to face a former women's champion regardless, concerning both Anna and Novocaine are former Empire women's champions. And big veterans in this game, but Rosetta's fighting back here. Shocks, and now that slap right to the face, and now look at this. Oh my goodness, slingshot powerbomb. Impressive move there by Rosetta. She's not going to go down without a fight. Only a 2 count though, off that slingshot powerbomb. Now she's looking to keep control here. What's she looking for? She's got to set up here, and oh my goodness, what a running knee strike. Never seen her do that before, but that was an impressive move there. Running knee right to the face, but that only gets 2. You can see Rosetta's frustrated. We've never seen her do that move before, but she hit it. Now she could be looking for the rose petal. If she hits that, it could be over. She's got her hooked up here. But no, stop that. Elbows to the side of the head. And now look at this. She's got her up in a razor's edge. We saw this kickoff show, and she hits a spin out razor's edge power bomb. Is that going to get the 3 count? No, only 2. Impressive move, but only a 2 count there. This is a great match to showcase the women's division, as I mentioned here in NYW. Now Rosetta got her hooked up here, and oh my goodness, I don't know what the hell that was. Suplex slam combination. It didn't get... She didn't go for a cover. Oh, but she's got her hooked up in this Boston Crab. She's actually won matches with this move. This Boston Crab. She could get the victory here. She could get Shirakawa to tap out. But she's looking to try to claw to the ropes. To force a break here. She's got it locked in. And she gets to the ropes. The placement here. Rosetta made it too close to the ropes, and she was able to get free. I know she blocked that. She got out of that. She got out of that and hits a knee strike. Oh my goodness. That could give you a concussion. What a knockout strike of an elbow. And now Shirakawa in control here. It was a knee, excuse me. But oh no, look at that. Oh my goodness, what a kick. She sprung off the ropes to kick her right in the face off the top rope. And now Rosetta trying to roll out the ring. But oh, Shirakawa's on the top rope. And oh no, she could... Oh my goodness, I set Todd to the floor. Shirakawa saw Rosetta rolling to the floor and decided to keep the offense going. And I don't know how much more Rosetta could take at that point. She looks to be out on her feet. And oh, here we go. Tiger suplex German combination with the bridge. And there's the 3 count. Shirakawa advances to the Number Contenders match. What a victory. Stacking the offense, but she got the victory over Rosetta. Huge victory in her second match here at NYW, and she's going to go, and she qualifies for the Number Contenders match that's going to take place at NYW Glory.
I know many asked where I went after I lost to Vindication. It was simple. I took a few weeks off to collect myself. Robert contacted me about having a spot in the ladder match, and I took it. Even though I failed to take that briefcase, I haven't stopped chasing becoming world champion again. Brandon has a bright future, but it wasn't his time just yet. I plan on going through Eddie and anyone else to win this tournament and become champion again. But I also have unfinished business with the redemption. Arik and Azrael cost me my NYW World Championship in the first place, So let this be a warning to you both that I am coming for you as well.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Because before the commercial break, we heard from Tommy Walker. He defeated Brandon Cuevas in his first round match, and he will face Eddie Nicholson in the second round. And he mentioned, gave some praise to Cuevas with his victory, despite the loss that Cuevas took, considering he put up a great effort. He just said it wasn't his time, but I know Brandon Cuevas definitely will look for the future for him. As for Walker, he looks forward to getting further in this tournament to possibly challenge Tyson for the World Championship again. But he's got to face Eddie Nicholson, which is a huge match for the second round of this tournament. Speaking of Eddie, of course, he's going to face this man, Chad Crowley, who wanted an opportunity to prove himself, considering he wasn't selected to be in the field of 32 for the tournament. Another thing Walker had mentioned is that he still has problems with the redemption, Eric and Asriel, considering they were the ones that led to him losing the World Championship in the first place back in return. So we don't know where that's going to go there, but Walker, of course, said that he is looking to get revenge for that against the Redemption, the former tag team champions. But as we shift focus, here comes Eddie Nicholson, brother, of course, of TJ Nicholson, both men having success in Empire Wrestling and many other promotions. Because Eddie appeared in the Call of Stars Rumble many times. TJ Nicholson, of course, his brother, they've competed as partners. They actually were defeated by the No Fight Republic in a tag team match at Supreme. Of course, Eddie was a bit banged up in that match, and he was the one that was the pin. Now, that's what's led to the No Fight Republic getting this tag team title shot that they're going to get back at NYW Glory. But both men competed in the first round of the tournament. Eddie Nicholson defeated Jacob Baker in his first round match, while TJ, with a little help from Tommy Fenn, defeated Colt Knight. And of course, Colt Knight will face Silas Moore in the second round match. So, excuse me, TJ Nicholson will face Colt Knight. TJ Nicholson will face Silas Moore, easy for me to say, in the second round, and Eddie Nicholson will face Tommy Walker in the second round as well. Of course, we're going to break down the second round matches more later on tonight. As this matchup, like I said, nothing on the line, but Chad Crowley wanted a chance to prove himself against a great opponent. Eddie Nicholson was jumping at the gun to compete here tonight for some more singles matches. And we went for another shooting star press. Got the knees up. As that Eddie mostly had been dealing with a lot of issues previously in the last era with the family. No longer here in NYW. It was Eddie, Al, and TJ dealing with that. And they competed a Welcomes match along with Ace Nicholson, who's still dealing with some injuries, as there's a cutter off the ropes there by Eddie back at NYW War over 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, and there's another cutter there by Eddie. But after that, we saw, of course, when return happened, Eddie was the referee for Al and TJ in a 2 out of 3 Falls match to crown a new pure champion. It was Al who won the championship, and then Eddie would later on, maybe a week or two later, challenge for the pure title against Al, unsuccessful, but it was due to the emergence of the No Fight Republic, being Bulldog Peters, Tommy K, and of course Tyler Watson. And there's a boot there. Like I said, Chad Crowley got a lot to prove. He's only had a handful of matches here in NYW. He competed in the Rising Star Gauntlet match that took place at Return. He was eliminated very early on in the match. One for a springboard knee there by Eddie. Eddie couldn't get anything. Now Crowley tried to take advantage with an electric chair drop. And he also had a one-on-one match against Cesar Luis. He was defeated in that match. And this is it being his third match up here in NYW. And it's against a veteran and a strong competitor in Eddie. And look at these combination of kicks here and a kick right to the gut. Look at that. Standing fly spread there by Eddie to continue to stack the offense. And now a shooting star press right after it. And got the cover here to get a big victory. I mean, it would be momentum for sure going into the second round, considering his opponent, the first ever world champion Tommy Walker, a strong opponent, a strong man who's lost very few times here in NYW. I can only think of once in his entire NYW career he's been pinned, and that was the pop-up punch there by Crowley. Now he's up to the top and hits a impressive elbow there. And of course Crowley has something to prove. With only a handful of matches here in NYW, as he hits a second elbow off the corner to Eddie. And now he's gonna look for three. He's gonna go for three elbows. And now he's gonna go for the cover. This would be you consider it upset, but a huge victory for Crowley if he can win, and only two. 3 straight elbows there. That was preceded by that pop-up punch. Like I said, a loss for Eddie would be not good going into that second round, considering who he's facing in the second round. As I mentioned, what a springboard DDT that was. Facing the first ever world champion Tommy Walker in NYW history, who, like I said, hasn't been pinned. He's only many times. He's only been pinned once, as I can recall. He's had a couple losses, but he wasn't pinned in those matches. The only time he was pinned was in the 6-man tag, which was by Troy Saint, if I recall. And of course, he lost the World Championship without being pinned. It was Isaiah Ice that lost that triple threat match at Return, which Troy Saint won to win the world title. And his last defeat, of course, was in that ambulance match that took place at Vindication. Of course, no pinfalls in that type of matchup. And now look at this. Oh, Crowley had Eddie in a mandible claw of sorts. He was able to escape and hit that double stomp that took the lights out of Crowley. And now look at this. Oh my goodness, spin out. What a spin out. Death Valley driver, and then a springboard splash there. Crowley sure has shown something in this matchup. He wanted a chance to prove himself, and it looks like he is. Kick out there. There's no small task for Eddie here. Like I said, Eddie chopping at the bit to get some competition, get more singles matches. Of course, now didn't have as many since coming back, since NYW came back in October of last year, wanting to have more. Crowley went for something, a springboard, but that didn't get anything, and now he's got combination. He's going for strikes here. Kicks and strikes. He blocked that, went for a drop kick, that was ducked. And now he's gonna got him hooked up here, could be thinking Icarus, and he got it. Icarus connects. Face first into the mat. And now he's gonna look for the 630. 630! Connects. And Eddie into the cover. And it's over. Eddie with a big, good momentum victory here tonight. Gaining momentum here with a victory. That's it. Busted open. Little banged up. Crowley did put a good effort to try to prove himself here, but it was Eddie got the victory, and it will be Eddie going into the second round match against Tommy Walker. We'll see if he can get a big victory there. But for now, he's going to celebrate this victory. And wait the heck? It's Eric Musaka. Eric Musaka. Well, we saw how he attacked Isaiah Ice, as I mentioned, at Supreme. He's going to be facing Ice in the second round. But now he's attacking Eddie Nicholson. For what reason? Oh my goodness, he just planted him. Maybe it's a man, he just wants to send a message, considering they're in the second round. They're in the two separate parts of the bracket, but I don't think Eric cares. He just wants to beat someone down and prove himself, as he got a chair and he's assaulting Eddie. This can't be good for Eddie, considering his second round match, but he tosses him to the floor. My goodness. Eric Musaka sending a message to everyone else left in this tournament, as he picked up a big victory against Sakamoto in his first round match. No, wait, it's Isaiah Ice. Isaiah Ice is here. Oh my goodness. I mentioned Isaiah Ice was scheduled to defend the youth title tonight, but he wasn't cleared. Oh my goodness. He was During the tournament, I mentioned a YouTube Championship match, but it didn't happen. It's not going to happen tonight because Isaiah Ice wasn't cleared. They didn't want further damage considering the attack from Musaka, considering Ice is going to be in the second round. And Isaiah Ice came out here, tried to go more, use that chair, but Musaka thought wisely to get back in the ring considering, and he's going to walk away. These two men will meet in the second round. And Isaiah Ice, oh wait a second, Ice is in the ring, he got his back was turned, and look who's in, it's Connor Green, the con man, Connor Green, assaulting Isaiah Ice. These two men, of course, have history, as I mentioned. Before, these two men, it was Connor Green who cost Isaiah Ice the World Championship at Return. Oh my goodness, a chair shot the back of the head. They met at Vindication where Connor Green barely won and then tried to attack Isaiah Ice after the match, but Ice left standing. And there's a Green Day. And I said Ice then eliminated the Battle Royal on the next Supercard, which got him a YouTube Championship match immediately after, and then he won the title. And Green isn't too happy about it, and of course, now he's going to attack him. Of course, Green is in the second round as well, defeated the GMR. He's going to face Damian Shelley in the second round. Green trying to get momentum. Oh wait, speaking of, here's Shelley, the Rising Star champion. He defeated Colin Bradley in a Rising Star title match in the first round, and there's a Rising Shuriken. And these two men are going to meet in the second round, and it's all about momentum, ladies and gentlemen. In the second round, the winners will go to the quarterfinals at Glory. NYW Glory, there's a chair shot. Damian Shelley is looking to prove himself by taking on Connor Green, already the Rising Star champion, and he tosses him out of the ring, and it looks like it's Shelley who gained the upper hand out of all this. Will Shelley be able to get a victory and advance to the quarterfinals? We'll have to see when these two men meet in the second round, but for now, the Rising Star champion has momentum on his side. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's Jose Blanco, and he's assaulting Dante Duffy with a hockey stick. What is this about? Well, we know Jose Blanco's gonna face Justin Hernandez in the second round. Oh my goodness, what a D-strike! Justin Hernandez defeated his friend Dante Duffy to get to the second round. He's gonna get a pure championship matchup next against Al Cabrera. I don't even think he knows what's happening here, but it's clear that Jose Blanco's doing this to send a message to his second round opponent. Oh my goodness. Jose Blanco defeated Patera Jr. to get to the second round. And now he's going to send a message to his second round opponent by attacking his friend and tag team partner. And now look at this. Another knee strike. Oh my goodness. Disgusting assault. Look at that. Disgusting attack by Blanco. I said he's all about action and words. He just assaulted Justin's friend and tag team partner. Well, we had to shift focus, and as you can see, Justin Hernandez is coming out here. I don't even think he knows what happened to his friend, because Jose Blanco assaulted him somewhere in the building. Well, we have to shift focus, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, like I said, Justin is going to be the challenger for the Pure Championship up next against Al Cabrera. The Miracle Al Cabrera, my brother, of course, and friend of Justin, of course. Many, I've mentioned many times in the past, many people are part of NYW, friends, longtime childhood friends of Al Cabrera. Of course, Justin, Dante, Matthew Sanchez, Steven Marquez, Richard York, among the many. These two men never actually faced each other. They've always been in different situations here in NYW. Of course, like Justin Hand is mostly a tag team competitor, along with Dante and the All-Stars, the first ever NYW tag team champions. So they never really had to cross paths with Al in the past, either man. But tonight, like I said, thanks to the good performance both men had in their first round match, Robert Wall during the match let me know that the winner between Dante and Justin was going to get a pure championship match here on NYW Supercard 24. And Justin won that match to get to the second round, and now he's going to be the man to challenge Al tonight. But maybe a consequence of that was his second round opponent, Jose Blanco, was just assaulted his friend backstage. Because of that, we're going to have to, like I said, stay focused on this match. Al wanted to defend his pure title tonight, considering the YouTube Championship was not going to be defended due to the non-clearance of Isaiah Ice, which I think he wasn't cleared to go out and do that physical altercation that we just saw earlier, and then he got assaulted by Connor Green. So again, may not be 100% going into his second round match, but because of that, Al wanted to defend his pure championship tonight, and of course that's what's going to happen. He had a successful title defense against Tyler Watson at NYW Supreme, and then he defended his pure title in the first round of the NYW World Glory tournament. Of course, all champions that were in the tournament defended their titles in the first round, and all of the men who defended them successfully kept their championships to get to the second round. Of course, the titles will not be on the line for the rest of the tournament. It's only the first round. A unique stipulation to spice things up here in the tournament. So Al was successfully defeated Akuma Santos to retain the pure title and advance, and he's going to have a rematch with Tyler Watson in the second round. So that should be a great matchup, we'll see. But tonight, Al wanted to defend his pure championship, have another defense under his belt. He's going to face a friend, a close friend, and a man who's going to get his first ever shot to challenge for a singles championship here in NYW. Of course, Justin Andis, like I said, is the first ever tag team championship, NYW tag team champions with Dante Duffy, of course, now known as the All-Stars. And only had a handful of singles matches, but now he's going to get his first ever singles championship opportunity. What a way to do it, to be facing a man that he knows very well in the Miracle Al Cabrera. Al has had a great showing since winning the Pure Championship back in return. I mentioned earlier, after a 2 under 3 falls match against TJ Nicholson with Eddie Nicholson as the referee, he won that match 2-1, and he's been champion ever since. He's had some good defenses. He defended against Eddie a few weeks after return. He defended it against Tyler Watson at Supreme, and now he's having this defense tonight. Can he retain, though? Because what a big opportunity it would be for Justin to win the pure title and then go on to the second round to possibly advance further in this tournament. It would be huge momentum and a coup for his singles career, considering he is mostly a tag team competitor, as I mentioned. Big belly to belly there. Having said that, Al definitely is the veteran in this match, having a lot more singles success and a lot more years under his belt as a competitor than Justin. That's a German suplex there by Al. And oh look, another German suplex. Multiple Germans by the Miracle. He's definitely stepped up his game since NYW came back in October of last year. Now he went for a boot. Got that super kick to the face and then one to the back of the head by Justin. Like I said, Justin's got a lot to prove here. Right now, Justin, I've said he's in control here. Knee to the face on Al. Now he's got a sling blade. There. Only a 1 count, though. Like I mentioned, the second round will take place in a few weeks from today. few weeks from now. And the winners of those matches, of course, will go on to the quarterfinals, which will all take place as a big elbow royale at NYW Glory. Of course, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of the NYW World Glory tournament. The winner, of course, getting a World Championship match in the biggest event of NYW's history, Manhattan Mayhem. 2-night event, of course. I think, of course, the match will take place on the main event of night 2. But that's a long ways from now, as there's a combination there, and there's a big suplex there by Al. As Al's going to take back the momentum, and there's a first rope moonsault. We've seen many people do that move, only 2 count, though. Still early goings in this matchup. Now Justin comes back, kick to the face. Suddenly proved himself here. And he rolls through here. Oh, he's got a cover. He rolls through, shoulders are down here. 2, and only 2. I could have got a 3 count, but no, Al was able to get out of it. Dodge that. Punch. Rolls him through here. Shoulders are down. He's got his feet on the shoulders. Oh no, Justin able to roll through here. He rolls through. He's got the shoulders down. And now Al rolls through, and now he's got him up. And oh, Justin was able to grab the rope to prevent a cover. He grabbed the rope to prevent the cover. He went off the ropes. Oh, that was a mistake. He drove off the ropes. Justin had enough time to recover and get out the way. Now he's going off the top, and he takes out Al. Back and forth matchup for this Pure Championship. We gotta think that after this matchup, win or lose, Justin is gonna find out what happened to his friend by Jose Blanco, and it's gonna motivate him in his second round match against him. And Al took him off the top rope. Took him off the top, and then Al went to the top, and Justin took him off the top rope. It was a hard landing there, back and forth between these two men. And now he's cross-leg brainbuster maneuver there by Justin. Like I said, this could be considered a bigger upset if Justin were to win and become pure champion. But I don't think Justin's going to see that way. He's going to see it as a huge step in his singles career. Is this a leg drop off the top? 2, can Al kick out? He does. He does kick out. And I think what was Al thinking, of course, considering he's got a man he's had many issues with in another meeting with Tyler Watson in the second round. There's a 1-kick KO there by Al. Now he's got the cover, hooks the leg. Is this enough? Or no, but Justin's able to kick out. Big kick out by Justin. Of course, that match will not be for the Pure Championship, as I mentioned. Championships only being defended in the first round of this tournament. But it's still a huge matchup, but the winner will get to the quarterfinals of this tournament. We've seen a lot of people already tonight trying to showcase and stake their case and get momentum going into the second round. We heard from Tommy Walker earlier. We saw all the men that came out brawling earlier after the Eddie and Chad Crowley match. Of course, we saw Blanco just assault Duffy. For no reason, as Justin had that Impact Crash net breaker, only got a 2 count. And of course, on main event with many men involved in the second round, along with Grimm and Gore. Oh, he went for the J cutter, but I got caught with a power slam. As I mentioned earlier tonight, steel cage match for the North American title that's going to happen in NYW Glory. Grimm is going to have his first defense since winning the title at Supreme against Gore. In that triple threat match, defending against the two former North American champions, of course, Tyson Gore and the Supremacy briefcase holder Ryan Evans. That was a huge match, and oh, look at Al. Al superplex into a final cut, a combination move that we've seen him do many times so far since NYW came back. Now he's off the top, and oh my goodness, what distance with that leg drop by Al. Off the top rope with a huge leg drop. Is that enough? No. Not enough, but it was a huge stack of moves by Al to keep the momentum going for him. And there's a knee drop, and now another first rope moonsault, by Al. Stacking the offense here, trying to wear down Justin, but Justin rolls through. He rolls through here. Now he's trying to fight back here. And oh, Al comes back. Oh wait, Justin comes back. Off the ropes here. And there's a neck breaker. Big time neck breaker by Justin. What's it going to take here for Justin to be able to get enough momentum to pick up a win. Oh wait, exploder in the corner. What a move there on the Al. Justin though, he needs to be able to capitalize on this if he wants to become pure champion. Al is on dream streak. Big clothesline. Big clothesline. Al onto the apron to try to get some. Distance, and oh my goodness, he caught back and hit a springboard DDT into the ring there. That was a mistake to let Al have some breathing room, and there's a spear. Justin tried, but it wasn't good enough. And now Al has got Miracle Maker. Into the cover. 2 and 3. It's over. Al retains the Pure Championship. What an effort by Justin Hernandez in this matchup. It was a great matchup. But Al, showing his ability, rolled to the apron to get some breathing room and was able to hit that springboard DDT, spear him, and hit him with the Miracle Maker. And Al is still the Pure Champion. And now he's going into the with momentum as he faces Tyler Watson in a rematch for Supreme in the second round. Huge victory for the Miracle here tonight. Can Al go all the way to possibly also challenge for the World Championship? We'll have to see. But for now, he stands tall here with still Pure Champion. And he has huge momentum for his next battle with Tyler Watson very soon. Oh, wait a second. Oh my goodness. Look at the back. When we heard from Walker earlier, he talked about Eric and Asriel and said he was going to go after them. But look at he found. He just found Eric, and they're brawling in the parking lot. There's a trash can there. What's going to happen here? And oh my goodness, Walker just powerbombed him on that windshield. No love lost between these two. Walker said he wants revenge for what Redemption did, cost him the World Championship at return. And oh my goodness, I don't know if she could get in brawls, considering he's going to be facing Eddie Nicholson in the second round of the World to Glory tournament. But now it's Asriel. Oh my god, it's Asriel who's getting the upper hand here. Or Eric, excuse me. And now he's running away. Oh, I thought he was running away from Walker, but now he picked up a stop sign. And oh my goodness, what was that? He went to try to brawler hit him with a stop sign, but Walker punched him on the face and he got knocked into that car. I don't know whose car that is. It's not my car. But no, whoa, Walker's got the stop sign and cracks Eric with it. My goodness. Well, it looks like Walker found one of the men he's trying to fight, and he's brawling with him in the back here. I don't know if Eric tried to jump him. Well, Walker was leaving. He wasn't scheduled to compete tonight, so it looks like he was just going to say his piece and leave. But Eric tried to jump him, and oh my goodness, he just threw him through the windshield of that car. Well, that can't be good. Walker, not a man who usually is aggressive, but of course he's got a vendetta against the Redemption. Well, we got to shift focus, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team titles on the line up next. It's going to be the East Side coming out here right now. And here comes Webb Morgan along to accompany him. Of course, Webb Morgan unsuccessful in getting to the second round. He lost to Gabe Woods in a good matchup for the World to Glory tournament. But the East Side are here. They're going to defend the tag team titles against the Reeves. They successfully defended the titles in a rematch with the Redemption at Supreme in a great matchup. And the Reeves, they became the #1 contenders because they defeated the Texas Titans on the 23rd edition of NYW Supercard that took place before Supreme. And of course, the stipulation was the winners would get the next tag team title shot after Supreme. Considering we had the first round of the World to Glory tournament, it was determined that it would happen here tonight. But another big news that I mentioned that started the show is the winners of this match are going to defend the tag team titles against a No Fight Republic at NYW Glory. So Bulldog, Peters, and Tommy Kidd getting their first chance at tag team gold after their big victory at Supreme. And what a redemption story. Speaking of redemption, a miracle, so to speak, for the East Side since they came back to virtual wrestling. They defeated 3 teams to become the #1 contenders, last defeating the First Class at Vindication. They then defeated the Redemption for the tag team titles in the return of Supercard 22. They won the tag team titles, and they successfully defended them as Supreme, like I mentioned. They've been on a roll since coming back to virtual wrestling and coming back to NYW, considering they were actually in the first ever tag team tournament. It's 4 teams back in 2021 that crowned the first tag team champions in NYW history. And that was one of the first matches in NYW history, which was that one of the first few matches in NYW history. And after they lost in their first round, they were not seen again in NYW until they came back for the tag team tournament. And now they're going to face this team, who's also had a revitalization since they came into NYW. That's the Reeves, Mark and Nathan. They won their first round match in that Number Contenders tournament before losing in the second round. They lost in the second round to the East Side. So this has been trying to be a redemption for the Reeves.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Action Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 495 pounds.
See the Reeves here. I said these two teams met before in that quarterfinal match, in that semifinal match, in the Number Contenders Tag Team Tournament. And the two teams that lost their semifinal matches, which were the Reeves and the Texas Titans, battled, as I mentioned, and the winners got a tag title shot, and the Reeves won that match, and so they're getting the tag title shot here tonight. That was a big chance for the Reeves. Like I said, their first chance at tag team gold in NYW. The East Side looking to continue their Cinderella story, so to speak. Ever since they came into NYW, they were a fixture, as I mentioned, of Empire Wrestling. They never held tag team gold in Empire. They only had maybe 1 or 2 shots to even get an opportunity at the tag team titles. They were more wrapped up in other things. I know there's a clothesline there, but they were around for the entire existence of Empire. So they've been around for a long time, since 2018. There's a spinebuster, and there's a frog splash as a tag was made to Tracy Relic. Webb Morgan, of course, has been looking for some singles success, considering the tag team success of his friends. There's a boot there by Mark. And Nathan, his brother, of course the Reeves brothers. There's a shot there, and they've revitalized their careers. Plus they maybe only had 1 match in the previous regime of NYW. And oh, look at that, he just knocked him off the apron there. That was a loss, but then they came back here and showed a lot more. They're in different shape, different look. There's a power slam and a headbutt there by Nathan. Like I said, they got a big victory about a month or 2 ago to get this tag title shot, and they could become the next tag team champions and end the East Side's reign. Of course, Louis Scott on the apron, Tracy Relic in the ring. Webb Morgan is on the floor. No, there's a double stomp there. Webb Morgan, as I mentioned, is trying to have some singles success. He did have a singles match back in the kickoff show of Vindication, which was he lost to Sauce Moore. He was in that battle royal for a YouTube championship opportunity, the one that Isaiah Ice won, and then go on to win the UT title. And then he had a singles match against Webb Morgan in the first round of the World Glory tournament. Of course, he was defeated in that match, but it was a good matchup. So he's still looking for some success here, but he's still cheering on his friends who are the tag team champions. As Relic now took Mark off the apron, and now he's going to look to take down Nathan here with a neckbreaker. I think the East Side haven't been any better than they could be since they came back to virtual wrestling at the beginning of the return of NYW. So they didn't appear, tag teams did not appear, other than the the Redemption and the All-Stars at return. But then the tag team division was focused on in the coming NYW Lives with that tag team tournament that I mentioned. A tournament that the East Side won. And it's come full circle for them. As you can see, look at these shots here in the corner. As he took a shot at Mark and then beat down Nathan. Now he's attacking both men. It takes Mark off the apron. Look at this by Louis Scott. Got the tag back in. So yes, the tag team titles on the line at Glory. It will be one of these two teams defending the titles against the No Fight Republic. There's a DDT by Louis Scott. As got the cover, hooks the leg, only 2. Where Morgan has, as of late, not accompanied the East Side to ringside to let them focus on their tag team success. He wanted them to not be distracted, any distractions. He decided to accompany them tonight. The East Side were wanting him to come out here. Oh, look at that. Nathan went for that spin out power bomb. Relic saw that, stopped the cover, and just look at cheap shot there by Nathan. And now big elbow onto Louis. The Reeves now in control, tag back to Mark. As he's got a leg drop. Now hooks the leg, got the cover to become tag team champions. No, only 2. I mentioned still to come tonight. Of course, we have Ida Nightmare and Nova Kane in the other qualifying match for the Number Contenders match for the Women's Championship match. Women's Champions. Of course, that we already know Natsuko Shirakawa is going to be in that match. NYW Glory. Who will she face? We'll find out later between Ida Nightmare and Nova Kane. And of course, we're going to have the 6-man tag main event. Of course, in a few weeks from now, of course, we're going to have the second round of the Road to Glory tournament, as I mentioned many times tonight. You all might be tired of it at this point. But that Road to Glory tournament, a huge success, I think, for NYW. And the winner of the tournament, like I mentioned, will get a world title match at Manhattan Mayhem. As we head back and forth in this matchup, let's focus on this match as Relic is back in on Mark and hits a Hurricane Rhino. Oh my goodness, what a Hurricane Rhino off the top rope that was. An impressive showing there, and he's off the top with a massive leg drop. Can this get the 3 count? He's got the cover onto Mark to become number contender, to get the victory and retain the tag team titles. Easy for me to say. Got so much on the brain. I'm happy to showcase this Supercard for you and the success since NYW came back, as Mark Reeves hits a huge clothesline. Just grabbed his wrist and hit that clothesline. He went for a cover, but Louis Scott was able to stop that. He was able to stop that, but he gets knocked off the apron. He gets knocked off the apron. And now Nathan is back up on the apron, and Mark gets hit with a drop kick by Relic. His partner's off the apron. No, he may want to tag, but he won't get it yet. It was an eat defeat there by Tracy Relic. And now he's got him in the corner. Louis Scott is back up on the apron here, and now he's got his boot, and he rams right into his boot. Good teamwork from the tag team champions who've known each other for a long time. Of course, Brett Morgan watching on with approval for his friends as he, oh look at that, oh Louis Scott knocks Nathan off the apron, and now he's gonna look for something here on Mark. Oh, he's gonna look for the Scott drop. He's got him hooked up. Scott drop connects. Hit the Scott drop. Slow to the cover, but now he's got the cover. Is this gonna be enough to retain the tag team titles? The cover, but no, Mark able to kick out. That little bit of time before the cover is enough for Mark to kick out of the Scott drop. And now Mark hit that elbow and hits an Inseguri. Man, goodness, what an Inseguri. Lights out. Tags in. He tags in his brother. Oh wait, Louis Scott got the tag. He got the tag to Tracy Relic, but Nathan is going all out on him, but now he's fighting back. Relic is fighting back. Shot, and there's a bulldog. takes Mark off the apron. Now he's got him hooked up here, and oh no, Uranagi. There was double tags there, and now there's maybe momentum to capitalize here, and they're gonna look for it. East side drive. Louis Scott's got the cover. 2 and 3, it's over. The East side retain the tag team championships. Great tag team match here tonight. The Reeves certainly had their A game on, but it wasn't enough. The East side retained the tag team titles, and they're going on to face the No Fight Republic at Glory for the tag team titles. Another successful title defense where Morgan celebrates, watches on, but these two men are going on to continue to be the tag team champions. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we had the commercial break, but look at this. That's Tyler Watson. He's assaulting Red Morgan with a baseball bat. Well, we just had the second title defense of the East side. And they were celebrating, and we were making their way to the back. And Webb Morgan stuck around to sign some autographs, take some pictures with fans. And during this, look at that. It's Tyler Watson assaulting Webb Morgan. And well, you gotta put 2 and 2 together. There's a redemption cutter. The No Fight Republic are gonna get a shot at the tag team titles. So it looks like Watson came out here to assault Morgan and neutralize him. Despicable act. Well, Tyler Watson wasn't scheduled to compete tonight, so we didn't think we were going to see him. But here he is assaulting Webb Morgan. Well, he should be focusing on the second round match with Al Cabrera, but instead he's assaulting Webb Morgan to make sure he's not a factor for his team when they challenge for the tag team titles. Assaulting him with a baseball bat. How many shots with this? Repeated shots with a baseball bat after that redemption cutter. Despicable actions by Tyler Watson. And now it looks like he's done enough damage. Oh wait, Morgan's getting up. And he gets hit with another redemption cutter. Despicable actions by Tyler Watson.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a. We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Read us any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. What would we do, baby, without us? What would we do, baby, without us?
and there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through. There's more to life than what you're living. Take a chance and face the wind. Open road and a road that's hidden. Brand new life around the bend. There are times. As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, you and me. We gotta be. It's everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Grooving all week with you. These days are ours. Share them with me. These days are ours. Happy and free. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
And here comes Anna Nightmare, as this is going to be the second of our two qualifying matches, as I've mentioned many times tonight, for the Number One Contendership match. Now to share power, already advanced earlier tonight defeating Rosetta. The winner of this match will face her at NYW Glory to determine the next number one contender for Yumi Mai's Women's Championship. With Anna Nightmare, she hasn't as much success as she would like since the women's division was born at NYW Return. She did win that 6-man tag, women tag showcase match, but then she was defeated by Novocaine a few weeks after that in a big singles match, and then she was the first woman eliminated, so second woman eliminated from the 5-woman elimination match to become the first women's champion at NYW Vindication by Kelly Lawson. She then lost the Number One Contenders match the following Supercard. So she's had a couple of setbacks here. She wants to get back on track. She has to defeat her greatest rival. That is Novocaine. Because Novocaine lost to Yumi Mai at the end of that 5-way elimination match, which allowed Mai to become the first ever women's champion at Vindication. And of course took place at the end of 2024. And she then lost in a women's championship match to Yumi Mai on that following Supercard. So a win here will get her back on track for another shot to dethrone Mai for the women's championship. It's just a question of can she do what she did already, and that was defeat Anna Nightmare for the second time here in NYW. I mentioned how the first time was all the way back in 2019, the first ever Empire Strikes Back event. At that time, the Empire Women's Champion was Novocaine, and she defended the title at Empire Strikes Back against the number one contender Anna Nightmare, in which Anna won the championship. However, after the match, she was cashed in on for the Empress's Klein briefcase and lost the championship to Layla LaCroix. So her women's title reign was very short-lived. Hence why Anna wants to get back to that promised land. And Novocaine wanted redemption for that loss to Anna Nightmare, which she got when she defeated her right before Vindication, as I mentioned. So this is essentially a rubber match between the two. And the last match was spectacular, so we have a lot of expectations between these two women. So that Hurricane Rana took place, and look at these shots here by Anna. So these two women are going to go all out to try to qualify for that number one contenders match. There's a couple of shots to the ribs by Anna. Now, into the corner. Oh, she went for a drop kick. Novocaine swatted it out the sky. There's a kick. High kicks here. That one was blocked. And now Anna, oh, she went for like a sweep, but that was blocked. That was dodged. And there's a kick right to the face. So these two women have been opponents, have been allies. They know each other very, very well. And considering they only wrestled maybe a month or two ago, you gotta think they know each other by the back, like the back of their hand at this point. You know, oh wait, underhook power bomb by Anna there. Novocaine wisely rolls out of the ring, but she's not gonna catch that breather. She gets spin kicked right in the face. That was a ridiculous spin kick to the floor. There's a splash off the apron. These two women are gonna go all out for an opportunity to potentially become the number one contender. Both women failed to become the first ever NYW Women's Champion. Novocaine failed to take that title from Mai. So both women want this. And oh, look at that dive there by Novocaine. And now oh, she's gonna go to the top rope. She's gonna take another risk, and there's a high flying hurricane runner to the floor. Ridiculous offense by Novocaine, but Anna comes right back. She goes right back and throws her right into that safety rail. Look at this. Shot to the midsection. On the outside here. Said, I don't know what would happen if both women get counted out, but I would assume that Shao Kahn would just become the number one contender and we wouldn't have the match. Of course, I would assume that, hoping that does not happen. But regardless, they're back in the ring now, so it's a moot point, and there's a Falcon Arrow. She did the deal. Anna's got the cover. She hooks one leg here. Can she get the 3 count? Only 2. But Anna's keeping the offense. She's trying to keep the offense here. She's got her. Oh, went for an elbow. But she did not get what she wanted there. And an elbow to the back of the head by Novocaine. My goodness. Back and forth we go between these two women. There's a drop kick right to the face. 2 feet to the face. And now she's got her hooked up and right to the knee. What a move that was. Seen her use that a couple times. There's the cover. Is that enough? Only 2. Only 2 there. Novocaine. Now she's second rope moonsault. Another cover to qualify for NYW Glory. Only 2. What a night it's been so far. This has been a jam-packed episode of Supercard. Maybe a little bit longer than you're used to, ladies and gentlemen, considering this is our only Supercard between the first and second round before we get to Glory. Oh my goodness, look at those knee strikes. Vicious knee strikes by Anna, and now she kicks her right in the face. She fought right back with repeated knee strikes, a PK kick to the face, and now she's trying to continue the offense, but Anna couldn't keep it. Novocaine, I don't know how she was able to recover from all those strikes, but Anna again able to get back control. She tried to fight back here, but couldn't there. Now Novocaine, oh, she ducked that. Went for a drop kick. That was dodged. Every time Novocaine tried to fight back here, Anna keeps getting back the offense. And now look at that. Spinning Hurricane Rana just tossed her. And look at that. Oh my goodness. She went for something, but Novocaine able to fight back with a power bomb. There's a 450 splash there. 450. Is this enough, Anna? No, barely. Anna was able to kick out. And Novocaine went for something. But Anna able to fight back here. Like I said, these two women are going to get Natsu Shirakawa at NYW Glory. That's a reverse DDT there. Both of these women, like I said, have a lot more experience than Shirakawa. So it should be a great matchup. And oh, look at this. Oh, corkscrew moonsault by Nightmare. And now she's got the cover. Can this get the 3 count? 2, only 2. And now there's another cover by Anna. Can this get the 3 count? No. Back and forth matchup this is between these two women. And look at this. Kimura lock here. Kimura lock here by Anna. Can she make Novocaine tap out? Taps out and she qualifies for the matchup at Glory. But no. She's able to get out of it. Now she's got triangle choke here. Guillotine choke here. Can she make Anna pass out here? She's got it locked in good. This has been maybe exceeding the expectations of that last matchup. And oh wait, look at that. The power drops her to the mat to break the hold. She dropped her to the mat to break the hold here. And now got her hooked up. Mahistro cradle here. Can this get the 3 count? Only 2. Banana. She tried to keep the offense going. Kick, duck, punch to the face. There's a schoolgirl. Roll up here. Is this enough? Only 2. Both women really want this, and both women are going all out here. Tilt the world DDT. Cover. Got the cover. Hooks the leg. Can this get her the victory? No. What's it going to take at this point? What's it going to take between these two women to get this 3 count? German suplex. And now they're on the outside here. On the outside here, one of these women said, gonna go in all out. Only one of these women can win this matchup. Back and forth we go. Novocaine throwing Anna back in the ring here. And now look at this. She's looking. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, springboard in. She springboarded in. I was impressed. Went for a clothesline, but that was stopped. And now look at Anna. Anna's got it hooked up, capitalizing on a mistake with the Dream Eater. Hammerlock DDT, Dream Eater, 2, 3, it's over. Anna wins and qualifies. Getting some vindication, so to speak, and redemption for the loss she suffered a month or 2 ago. She wins. She's going to face Natsuko Shirakawa at NYW Glory, with the winner becoming the number 1 contender. What a victory for Anna Nightmare.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Back, and we have these second round matches confirmed. Al Cabrera versus Tyler Watson, of course. TJ Nicholson versus Silas Moore. Eddie Nicholson versus Tommy Walker. Jose Blanco versus Justin Hernandez. Gabriel Lopez versus Matthew Stone. Gabe Woods versus Cesar Luis. Eric Musaka versus Isaiah Ice. Damian Shelley versus Connor Green. Of course, those are our second round matches, and that is the order of the bracket. So the winner of Al Cabrera versus Tyler Watson faces the winner of Silas Moore and TJ Nicholson. The winner of Eddie Nicholson and Tommy Walker faces the winner of Jose Blanco and Justin Hernandez. The winner of Gabriel Lopez and Matthew Stone takes on the winner of Gabe Woods and Cesar Luis. And the winner of Eric Musaka and Isaiah Ice takes on the winner of Damian Shelley, Connor Green. So those will be the winners of the second round. Those would be the... He's going to get a piece of him, of course, in the 6-man tag. And for Woods, this huge opportunity to step up because, of course, he debuted all the way back in 2021, as I mentioned many times in previous shows. He was the first ever Rising Star champion. Then when NYW returned, of course, he became the international champion when he defeated Laguerra at NYW Return. The first man to hold, he was the second man to hold 2 different championships, as I mentioned. He could be the first man to hold 3 different championships if he were to go on to win this tournament. There's a lot of big names still left in this tournament, though, and he's got to get through Cesar Luis, as I mentioned, who's been on a huge upswing. Of course, I mentioned already that he defeated Woods for the international title. He successfully defended it against David Moon in the first round. Woods defeated Webb Morgan in his first round match. Everyone tonight jockeying for position, hoping to get past the second round and get to the quarterfinals. You got to win 3 matches in the same night in order to get that world title shot that will take place at Manhattan Mayhem. Of course, we already have a lot of confirmed matches at this point as well for the event that are non-tournament matches. Troy Say, we found out earlier tonight, Troy Say is going to defend the NYW World Championship against Zaire Steele, who made his return tonight, defeating James Neddhem to become Number Contender. We're going to have Ed Nightmare and Natsushiro Kawa in a Number Contenders match. Of course, the winner is going to face Yumi Mai at Manhattan Mayhem. The tag team titles will be on the line. The East Side, Louis Scott, Tracy Relic, going to defend the tag team championships against the No Flight Republic, of course, of Tommy K and Bulldog Peters. And the North American Championship is going to be on the line in a steel cage match. Ryan Evans, the Supreme Research holder, is going to be one of the challengers alongside the former champion Tyson Gore. And they're going to challenge the defending champion who won the belt at Supreme from Gore. That is Grimm. So those are all the non-tournament matches. And here comes TJ Nicholson, last outlaw man who has an established resume here in virtual wrestling. Held many championships, as I mentioned. He's held gold in pretty much every company he's ever been in, except for here in NYW. He has not held a single or any type of championship here in NYW. He came close back in return, losing to Al in that 2 or 3 falls match for the vacant Pure Championship. If he wins this tournament, he could go on to challenge for the World Championship. And as I mentioned back when he was able to defeat Colt Knight with a little help from Tommy Fenn in his first round match, TJ Nicholson actually won the first and only 32-man tournament that took place in Empire Wrestling history. He won that whole thing, including winning 3 matches in the same night, just as this tournament is. And then he went on to Trouble in Tokyo 2, which was the big summer event that took place in Japan for Empire Wrestling, and he defeated Troy Saint to win the Empire World Championship for the Atlantic brand. He could do that again if he were to win this tournament, and Troy Saint would go into Mayhem as the world champion. He's going to be facing Silas Moore, as I mentioned a little earlier, in the second round. Moore defeating Matthew Sanchez in his first round match. And here comes Tyson Gore. This man had a huge comeback. Like I said, speaking of Empire, he himself had a huge huge career in Empire Wrestling. He was, of course, from the OWGP promotion. Came to Empire Wrestling, and he held the World Championship twice, and he was the final Empire Atlantic World Champion before that company closed. He and TJ Nicholson actually have some history. They wrestled each other. TJ Nicholson was Tyson Gore's first defense when he won the championship for the first time, and then he took the title from TJ in a triple threat match that involved Troy Sate the second time. So they have some history. They're going to be partners tonight, though. Of course, that's a lot of Empire history that gets mixed back in NYW, but Gore made his first appearance this season. He had a confrontation with the then North American Champion Ryan Evans, and then met at Vindication in Gore's first match here in NYW, and he won the championship in his very first match in NYW. That's a first here, winning a title in your very first match in a company. However, his reign only lasted about a month. He lost the championship in his first defense against Grimm. And what was a fantastic and brutal match that took place at Supreme. I also have to mention the fact that Gore and Grimm, after that match, Ryan Evans assaulted both men and put them out of action for a few weeks. They weren't medically cleared in time to compete in the Road to Glory tournament, hence why they weren't in it. They have been cleared now. That's why they're in the 6-man tag, and they will be in that steel cage match at Glory. Ryan Evans not here tonight, considering the two men that he assaulted are. Evans wasn't allowed to participate in the tournament due to the attack as consequence by our CEO Robert Wall. And here comes the leader of First Class, Silas Moore. We have not seen his partners in First Class, Brody Swanson and Sam Edwards, since they lost back at Vindication in that Number Contenders Tag Team Tournament Final. But he's been on a decent roll, for the last few weeks. Back all the way at Vindication, he won a kickoff match. He was on a kickoff show. He defeated Webb Morgan. We hadn't seen him compete in a while until he was in that Supremacy ladder match. He didn't win, but he had a good showing. Then he went on to compete in that first round, as I mentioned, of the World of Glory tournament. He defeated Matthew Sanchez, but it was by some dirty means, as he used an exposed turnbuckle, tossed him into it, hit the final lesson to pin him. And now he's gonna probably his biggest test to date in singles competition, as he faces a former multi-time champion and world champion in TJ Nicholson in the second round. It could be considered an upset if he were to win, but anything is possible in this tournament. And of course I know TJ is not going to take him lightly. We're going to preview 2 second round matches in this match, as well as Grimm and Gore, who obviously have still a lot of bad blood between each other. And here comes the NYW International Champion, Cesar Luis. This man has skyrocketed his stock since the return of NYW. At NYW turn, he lost to James Neddhem, which was a Number Contenders match for the YouTube Championship. That was his first ever mega event match. He proved himself, had a strong showing. But then he decided to make his own statement by assaulting Laguerra and Gabe Woods after they had an international title match. Laguerra was hurt from that encounter, as he was cracked with a shovel. We haven't seen him since. He's still out of that on the shelf. Gabe Woods, though, they had been brawling for weeks. They finally met at Supreme in a Chicago street fight, and it was a shovel cracked over the skull of Woods that allowed Cesar Luis to win the championship. And after that, he would, of course, go on in the Road to Glory tournament. In the first round, he faced David Moon, and he successfully defended the title. Here is the X Factor here, coming out as to round out the team for this big 6-man tag main event. It is the monstrous Grimm. He is also the new North American Champion, but he's held the title for about a month at this point. But we haven't had a show since then, considering he did not compete in the Road to Glory tournament. And he did win the championship at Supreme, as I mentioned, we didn't know what to expect between the two, him and Tyson Gore, but it was a spectacle to say the least, and it took 2 Doomstones to put away Gore. But Grimm got the job done and won his first ever championship in virtual wrestling and his first title here in NYW to become the North American Champion. And now, despite his monstrous look, he can get it done in the ring. But as we've seen, he has an aggressive side. He doesn't care who you are. He will punish you. He loves to inflict pain. We saw many weeks ago, he put DJ Smith on the shelf just to get a body because he wanted some action before he got his hands on Gore. Smith is still out of action. And then after, there was a tag team encounter that happened right before Supreme. It was Grimm and Cesar Luis, who were challengers at the time. They battled Gabe Woods and Tyson Gore, and Grimm got the deciding fall. But after the match, he tombstoned his partner Cesar Luis in the ring and on the floor. And apparently, that has been deemed Overwall has made it so that cannot happen. He cannot attack anybody in this match following the match, or he will be suspended. And apparently Grimm has agreed to that, so apparently that's not going to happen. Of course, I would assume he still wants to get his hands on Ryan Evans for what he did, as well as Gore, which is going to get a piece of him in this tag team match tonight. But you gotta think, this man, he's lost very few times. He's been on a credible warpath ever since he came back in Vindication. And now we'll kick it off this 6-man tag. It's going to be Cesar Luis and TJ Nicholson. The first time we ever seen these two men lock horns. Back and show, he went for a kick. Cesar blocked it. Cesar ducked it and hit an uppercut right to the face. And now double stomp. I said these two men, I believe, on opposite sides of the bracket, so we wouldn't be able to see them unless they got further in the tournament. You know, we went for another stomp. And there's a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there by TJ. And now off the ropes and hits a huge knee right to the face. Like I said, we've always seen a lot of men tonight try to prove themselves. As we head to the second round, we'll have the second round in a week or two. And then after that, we will get to NYW Glory. Of course, there will be a kickoff show as well with a few matches. And then we will have the actual event, where the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of the Road to Glory tournament will commence, as well as the many matches that I told to you earlier tonight. Look at this combination by TJ in the corner. And there's a kick. Oh my goodness, what a shot, but it didn't take him down. Right back in the corner. Caesar is stunned here. You gotta think, like I said, TJ has a chip on his shoulder and hasn't won a championship here in NYW. He's had many titles and many promotions. He was, as I mentioned, a former Empire World Champion as well. There's the tag into Salas Moore, and that's a huge short arm clothesline there. Like I said, Moore may have something to prove here, considering he's facing a man of the caliber of TJ in his second round. And so far in singles competition, Moore hasn't been defeated. But TJ's had a lot more victories and a lot more matches than a lot of other people. And look at that twist of fate there by TJ. And now he tags in Gore. Said Moore only's had maybe a handful of months in his career. Of course, he made his first appearance back in October at Return in the Rising Star Gauntlet match. And I look at this Gore. Like I said, we haven't seen him since the Supreme in that huge match, and then the attack by Evans. He's getting some peace. Somebody here is Moore, but Moore comes right back. We gotta know how if they are 100% after the attack. Of course, they are cleared to wrestle. That's why they're in this tag match tonight. Look at the belly to belly there by Tyson Gore. He was bound to be upset the fact that he couldn't have a longer title reign with North American Championship. He lost that championship in his first defense thanks to Grimm. And Gore wants to get that championship back, but it's not going to be an easy feat. And it's now Gore. It's got a neck breaker on Moore. Grimm himself. Gore himself has more experience than Moore as well. But Moore fighting back here, gets out the corner, hits an elbow right to the face. And now some shots right to the midsection by Moore. You gotta think here. Everybody here just wants to get momentum, soften up their opponents before, oh my goodness, Glory and the second round. There's a spiked him right on his face there in only 2. Oh my god, look at a cheap shot. Grimm punched Gore right in the face and allowed Moore to take advantage and clobber him right from behind. And there's a gut buster. A gut buster there. I don't know, but he tried to continue the offense. That didn't happen. It is a spine buster. Plants him on the mat, and Luis comes in to break up the cover. Luis, well, he paid for that, not getting knocked off the apron by Gore. And there's a tag. TJ is back in here. What's a piece of Moore as Woods throws him back in the ring here. Oh, Grimm coming on the other side. Maybe wants a piece of Gore. And there's an air raid crash there. Air raid crash. It looks like Grimm and Gore may have been battling there. They were fighting over on the other side. As TJ tried to continue the offense, but Moore comes back with a power slam. And now he tags in Grimm. And look, again, you can see Gore and Grimm going at it. Not on their corners. Gore was trying to get his hands on Gore, but Moore made the tag, so Grimm could get in the ring, and he got kicked right in the face. He got kicked right in the face. That was his first time Grimm has been in this match, and now Woods is in this match. And now look at Grimm. Grimm fighting 2 men. Trying to fight 2 men off, and now look at Woods trying to fight back here. And oh my goodness, what a shot by Grimm. And then he takes down Gore. There was a shot by TJ, but oh, he still was able to get out of the way of that drop kick. And oh no, choke slam coming. Choke slam. Just like that. Woods could be out of it with a choke slam by Grimm. It's chaotic 6-man tag here. We've had some chaotic 6-man matches since NYW came back. There's a 2 count though. He did take TJ off the apron before he went for the cover. But Grimm, like I said, monstrous individual. Very few times since he's been seen as weak. He's lost very few times as well. Oh, what a super kick. He was able to get out of the way of that leg drop. But there's a splash there by Woods. Haven't seen him do that in a while. Only a 1 count though. He used that move many years ago, back in 2023. Hadn't seen him do that in a little bit, but he's done it here. And what a splash there. Another cover, but Silas breaks up the cover. Excuse me. I don't know if he needed to, considering the 1 count we saw earlier. But either way, knocked off the apron, and Caesar gets knocked off as well. Woods trying to fight back here. Went for the drop kick, blocked, another punch right to the face. This has been some contest so far. Big 6-man tag to end this night of Supercard action. And oh, he went for something there. Rolled through here. Shoulders are down here. Shoulders are down. Oh, only 2. He was able to keep the shoulders down. And now once again trying to fight back here. Remember the last time these 2 were in the ring, it was that tag team match I mentioned. And Woods tried to keep him in the ring to help his partner Gore, but got doomstoned. And then Gore got doomstoned for Grimm to pick up the victory for his team. There's a tag back into TJ. And now off to the top rope here. Oh, he went for something, but he stepped out the way. And now Caesar's tagged in here. Grimm is probably satisfied with the damage he's done. He's a man that likes to do things at his own time. Tags back in Caesar. Guess the bad blood between them is not there, considering Grimm doomstoned Caesar last time they were in the ring together. Either way, now the power slam by Caesar this time onto TJ. TJ's been in the ring a few times at this point. 1 down. There's a cover. Is this enough? Only 2. Gotta mention, like I said, many men tilt to a backbreaker all tonight, trying to get momentum between the second round. TJ's brother Eddie earlier tonight, looks like he defeated Chad Crowley. Got some momentum as he heads to his second round match against Tommy Walker. Walker himself mentioned about it, but it was more focused on the redemption, and he brawled with Eric in the back and threw him through a car window. What a clothesline as Woods came back in the ring, tagged back in. A lot of back and forth tonight. A lot of momentum shifting as we head down the road. Road to Glory will be the next stop before we get to Manhattan Mayhem, which will be later this year. As Cesar Luis off the ropes and hits a blockbuster on the words. These two men now getting some piece of each other. As I mentioned, the issues between the men, these two men. Cesar Luis defeated him for the international title at Supreme. They will meet in the second round. You know there's an uppercut. It won't be for the title, but a spot in the quarterfinals will be on the line as there's the cover and Cesar kicks out. He could have pinned him again. Second time he would have pinned him within a month. As TJ also came in trying to break up the cover. He got knocked down for his efforts. There's an uppercut. Now Cesar off the ropes hits a leg drop. What a leg drop that was. So Cesar completely stepped up his game. And now he's a champion for the first time in NYW. Like I said, Woods as well. He really pushed up his game. And he's looking to continue on. So both of these men have something to prove in this second round match when they meet in the second round. As there's a tag to Gore here. Back and forth between these men. These 6 men all battling it out here in a huge main event. What a match this has been so far. And now he had a shot there. Oh, Cesar blocked that. Shot to the kidneys. And there's an uppercut to Gore. Now Cesar is going to tag Grimm back in here. These two men again trying to get a piece of each other. And oh, chokeslam coming. Chokeslam coming. No, that's blocked. And there's a spear. Big time spear by Gore. And oh, we saw this. A release score bomb. We saw that Supreme. He hits it. But Moore comes in and breaks up the cover. That could have been the end there. I know. Well, he's paying for that. With a huge clothesline. And he's getting destroyed here. He just got launched to the atmosphere. Goodbye. But that gave time for Grimm to recover and hits a huge clothesline. Gave him time to recover here. And now, what's this? Grimm has got him up and... Whoa, what a release belly to belly. Just launched him. He launched him. And now, Grimm, like I said, in control, tags in Silas Moore here. Moore looking to finish this up here. And as he clotheslines Gore down. And now Moore again got him in the corner here. Grimm now look watching on as Gore gets in and hits a clothesline. Gore's fighting back here. Hits a huge clothesline. Another clothesline. Moore's getting up but slowly here. This could be the turning point. 3 big clotheslines. And now TJ tags in. Silas Moore might be on dream streak at this point. After those big clotheslines, look at the combination of shots and another clothesline. Moore may be out of his feet here. Now, knocked off the apron. Grimm, Cesar's gone. TJ looking to take advantage here. Oh, he's got him set up here. This could be the end here. He's got him set up here. Smoking gun. Smoking gun. Into the cover. On the Moore, and it's over. TJ picks up the victory. What a 6-man tag main event this was. This was back and forth. This was a brawl. But these men get huge momentum going into Road to Glory and the second round. We'll see what these men's fates hold. Can Gabe Woods and TJ advance in the tournament? Can Gore get back and stuff for making a title? We'll see. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.